All right, let's smoke this bad boy. I don't even know what to call it. You guys can name it. This is a brisket and a beef shank still attached. So you got the Thor's hammer basically attached to the brisket, the bones, and the backside of the brisket and the shank. So another trip to Masita led to something different as per usual. Seasoning this nice and heavy. We're going to get a meter probe into the brisket right there, then the meter probe into the beef shank, which is the leg. Just going to smoke this through the night at 225 degrees, and the next day, this is what we're looking at. So, got some decent bark on there, but now we want to braise this bad boy because we need all those bones to separate. And so, obviously, I makeshifted a massive aluminum pan to get this thing in. It was very awkward, so used a bunch of beef broth to get into this pan. Now we want to close it up nice and tight because it's going to go on for another 4 to 6 hours to make sure those bones are going to separate. So getting it back on the Woodridge Pro, bumping that temperature up to over 300 degrees because we want this to break down. And there we go. So awesome cook. Still don't know what you guys want to call this piece of meat, but we've got the brisket, we've got the beef shank all in one. And there we go. So probe tender was about 205 degrees. And here we go. We're going to separate that beef shank, Thor's hammer. Look at this thing. What a beast. And then obviously we want to start pulling some of that meat apart. All that braising liquid with all the flavor in it. You can mix all that together.
Brisket.
And then here we go with the brisket. The brisket has a bone in it, which is the breastbone. So I'm going to remove that whole section. That is all bone right there that you're seeing me cut away. And then you got these little bones, little riblets on the bottom. And now just want to start cutting it up. Yes, this was pretty awesome. This was about a 40-pound piece of meat with the brisket and the shank attached. So you can see, and they're both low and slow type cooks. So it was easy to cook them together as a whole piece of meat because they finish about the same. So massive. You can see the massive bend test on this long piece of brisket. And yeah, here we go. Little action right there as per usual. And then there we go, the end result. This was a fun one.